But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. They found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it.
But the Sith found out the truth, didn't they?
The Sith must have been spying on me and Alasa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence, so they planted their own evidence. Alasa must have stolen that hero's cross from me long ago and given it to her Sith masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it. But when the cross turned up on her body, I knew the Sith had put it there. So, now you know the whole story. What are you going to do?
Yeah, Goofuth doesn't know at this point. He'd actually hoped that Bindo, old man Bindo, would put in his 2 cents about that, but... Oh.
You think I'm some kind of monster, don't you? All I did was kill a Sith. How many Sith have you killed? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands?
Lots of them.
That's different, Sunry, and you know it. We don't kill them in cold blood while they sleep.
I don't see how the two of us are any different. She was a spy. She was using me to get information so Malak's army could destroy the Republic. She deserved to die.
Now at this point, what Goofuth is going to do pretty much depends on what Bindo wants. He's doing this as a favor to him. He doesn't care personally. I think he sympathizes with him because he wouldn't have any problem with killing Sith in their sleep. Not at all. That actually might be an option. And I think this would be what Bindo would like most. Actually him coming clear about that. And that's why Goofuth is going to suggest that he confesses.
If I confess, I'm looking at 20 years in prison. And the Otto City officials might even place KotOR sanctions on the Republic Embassy. Without KotOR, how can we treat the injuries to our soldiers on the front lines?
Oh, this is difficult. This has so many levels for Goofuth. First there's Bindo. Goofuth is fairly certain that Bindo would be most pleased if you just confessed. Then there's the fact that he killed a Sith, which makes him good in Goofuth's book. The KotOR thinks he doesn't care that the Republic might be weakened by it, but weakening the Republic in this specific situation means strengthening the Sith, and he doesn't want that either. Oh. But I think, and I mentioned that at the start of the session, Old Man Bindo has been getting pretty important to Goofuth. And with him standing right there, I think at this point Bindo's opinion and doing good in Bindo's eyes is more important to him than messing a little bit with the Sith. And let's face it wouldn't be messing with them a lot. If that guy goes free, if Sunry goes free, then that wouldn't really hurt the Sith so much. Not at all, because the status quo would just stay like it is. So it can't hurt the Sith. He can. I'm sorry, I'm taking a while with this, but I'm just figuring this out. But he can do good in Bindo's eyes, and he can mess with the Republic. Messing with the Republic is something that Goofuth has been wanting to do for a while now, actually. And it's not the alternative of messing with the Republic and messing with the Sith, because you can't really mess with the Sith here. You can just, well, let the murder go by, which isn't a big thing. Messing with the Sith, maybe reducing the KotOR thing, that's kind of a big thing. And then he can take care of the Sith himself. He doesn't need the Republic for that. Yeah, but he's not going to force persuade him, because Bindo will know what's going on. He's going to try to persuade him just like this. These are just excuses. That's probably something he comes up as something he thinks Bindo would like to hear. We both know that you have to own up to your crimes.
No, I can't do that. And put the Republic's supply of KotOR in danger. No, I won't. Look, I may have done something stupid. And it may only be worse for my standing by it, but I will not confess. If you turn me in, the Republic will likely lose its KotOR export privileges, and then we'll lose the war for sure. Are you going to send all those thousands, millions like Taurus to their deaths just for your sense of justice?
Sunry, this is wrong and you know it. I am a Jedi. What is it that you expect me to do to defend your actions?
You do whatever you have to, Jolie. I know what I did, but I also know what's at stake here. No, I'll rot in here if I have to. I won't betray the Republic. Do what you have to, but know what the consequences will be.
This is an interesting situation. I like the game for doing that with me. Yeah. See that over there? Zalba was scratching his head too.
Got something on your mind.
Oh.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure at this point that as far as Goofuth is concerned, Jolie wants their guy to confess. He wants the truth to come out.
No, I'll rot in here.
Okay, he won't say anything more. It's not really a problem, because Goofuth wouldn't have force persuaded him anyway, because that's something Jolie wouldn't have liked to see.
Sure.
The question is, we can go both ways here, really. With what we have, we can easily clear him of charges. We could go to the hotel and then force persuade the manager, and with the confession of the Rhodian, it's easy pickings there. But no, I don't think that's going to happen. I think Goofuth is going to start the trial. But then again, going to the character screen for my musings. Who was that mysterious stranger? What was his agenda? You know what? Just for fun's sake, we're going to go to the Sith embassy, if we can find it. That is. And we are going to find out what they have to say about that. We're not going to feed them information, just in case there's even more behind that story. Oh, again, the glitching. I doubt there is, but who knows? Oh no. Sith Embassy was at the swoop racing place, so we're just going to... Originally I thought those courtyards and maps were arranged in a circle, but they aren't. So we actually do have to go through them every time. I think if the if the situation stays as it is, Goofuth is going to turn him in. Which is exactly the opposite as I said at the beginning of the session, but this is not about justice. Goofuth doesn't do that out of a sense of justice. He's, well, in a way he's doing it out of Bindo's sense for justice. And because there's no potential here to mess with the Sith. There just isn't. If this murder goes by, then all that's gained by it is this one unavenged murder of a Sith, and that's not a lot. Which is why that remark about the dozens and hundreds of dead Sith was so interesting, because Goofuth has killed so many Sith. And he's proud of it, but that guy killed one Sith, just barely, and then just barely maybe getting away with it. That's just not worth it. That's not doing anything to the Sith. Messing with the Republic, however, is almost as important as messing with the Sith.
You're the shouldn't you? You cannot. I know. Is there?
Nope.
Go.
That was a waste of time. It was to be expected, but I just wanted to try. I hope you understand that I just wanted to try if this wouldn't be leading anywhere else. But, and you're going to hate me for this now, Goofuth is going to speak to the Republic people. To see what they have to say about the fact that they're exposed now. Oh wait, maybe... No, that's not going anywhere. Or is it? Where's that leading? Okay, so that's just the swoop registration. That's for another day. I thought this actually, because I'd forgotten that this is just the swoop registration, this might be like a passageway to actually make this around a circle thing, but it doesn't. And I have to say, I have to criticize the layout here a bit, because there's a lot of things a character can do on Manan, and moving around does take its time, and it would have been easier if it were circled. But I can't really complain now, can I? Because I'm getting lost one way or the other. Some people have been commenting before I went here, actually a long time before now, that Manan, people that have played the game, have commented that Manan, well, the opinions have of course been differing, but a lot of people said that they liked Manan least because it seemed so lengthy. I can understand that. Now I like Manan because of the layout and the atmosphere. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, retrace my steps, go back to the... I passed by the Republic Embassy. Anyway. I can understand that opinion. I wouldn't say... No, that's the way I need to go. I'm sorry, please... I know I'm being silly here, and I'm thinking about a lot of things right now. Mostly the trial and what Goofuth was thinking about, but also what I mentioned at the beginning of the session, that I'm just feeling crappy today because crappy things happened. Think about those two, which is why I probably shouldn't even record in the first place. I hope you just bear with me, because this is actually helping. But I wouldn't say that this is the least favorite planet for me. It's hard to actually rank them against each other, because they're very, very different.